Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition Chronicle, Baltimore by Night, with the most original of titles for a Chronicle of Empire. So, we have a full cast today. I don't think anyone is out. We still have Baby. So again, our episodes will be for the foreseeable future. We'll have give more breaks and laws in them than normal. Baby.
Until the baby is 18 years old.
Yeah.
Well, she'll join us long before
Oh,
that.
I don't think we're going to be playing this Chronicle for the next 17 years.
That's a lot.
That's going to be a little rough for me.
You say I'm just saying you're saying it like the baby's gonna disappear in like 2 months. Like, no, do you see what to say?
Well, we're hoping that if you're playing long enough that you get to the point where we can just kind of put her in the bed next or the bassinet next to us and she'll just sleep. But who knows? Babies
But
are weird.
Right now, she kind of prefers to be held.
Yeah.
Same.
Mhm.
Yeah, same
So-
kiddo.
Yeah, so I believe last time some things happened. Katrina, do you want to fill us in on the details of any kind? Mhm.
So, last time Jilon got a call from somebody who told him that he had an idea of where Chris Taylor was. So we decided to go intercept him. And that
She also
resulted
doesn't
in
like him.
chaos. We encountered a bunch of other kindred, one of whom I think bit the dust during that encounter. And one of whom was actually useful in apprehending him. I believe Sean tackled him, Cozy staked him, and we carted him off with us to O'Donovan's, where we plan to host the event to make an example of him, and discussed a number of awful ways to punish said horrible monster, including a couple that sounded similar to like Batman death traps. And we're debating who should get the right of sireship, considering technically it was Sean and Cozy that bagged him. And that was the reward for doing it. But we know Cozy doesn't want anything to do with it and seem fairly confident that Sean doesn't want anything to do with it, though we hadn't asked him. Though while we were discussing it, he was with Arthur, who stopped by and told him, hey, by the way, the prince is talking about you. And I know this because I can hear all conversations that happen within 10 miles of my domain. That was also my reaction.
Yeah, same.
All right, and yeah, there was still that night, correct? We didn't
Yeah, though I think it might be getting near dawn.
mm,
Or
just
like we
wanted-
were talking about hosting the example making the next night so that we had time to tell people.
let's give everyone 24-hour notice.
Yeah, at least, or like 48.
And so we want to just start at that event. Sound good?
We should maybe talk about what we want to do first. Because
You
like
sure?
we were gonna talk about it during the week and then baby, and we totally
Mhm.
forgot.
Oh yeah, blame the baby for everything.
Yeah. I
That's
have
what my parents said.
I have no memory whatsoever.
All right, so in that case, let's just move to the next night so that we're all fresh and everyone's together. Or just say Sean and Jack, they worked on the cars, had a interesting time with Arthur, trying to form the coterie. And that's good. So let us all roll rouse checks.
That's a failure. Also a failure.
I have 4 hunger now.
Success.
Ooh.
You should have had something at O'Donovan's.
Can I say that I had something at O'Donovan's?
Yeah, we can say that. That'll be nice. That'll be a generous god.
Thank
Because
you.
he did offer when we showed up.
I also failed.
Oh, everybody found tonight.
It's one of those nights, a little bit peckish, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the only one who didn't fail was Baby.
Hey, I didn't fail.
I
I'm
didn't.
Baby and Cozy. Cozy.
good. And your wife.
She counts as Baby. They're one and the same now. At least that's what the baby thinks.
I did read that she's only just now getting to the age where she's starting to realize that she and I are not the same entity anymore.
Oh.
And I'm just like, how do scientists know that she thinks that?
Mm.
They have their ways.
They use waves to make her think that.
So
Oldest trick in the
Maybe
book.
like maybe like they figure out that like they're more vocal like at this point and are like, hey, I need things rather than just
Assuming that we just
expecting
know.
you to know.
That is fair. This is the point where she is at about a month or 2 months old. She is going to start crying more.
Yeah, there you go. That must be it.
So so you all awaken. Where are you gonna meet up at O'Donovan's together? Are you gonna meet up at the community center, the theater, the bookstore, the garage?
Maybe the community center?
Okay.
Let's say we all meet up. There's as you're down in the basement where you dwell, you do hear what appears to be a rock opera of Wizard of the Oz going on upstairs.
Fun.
Okay, that actually sounds pretty interesting.
Semi worked for hip hop.
Semi worked.
I don't like the Wiz movie. I think it's kind of weird and boring myself, but some people really enjoy it.
We could have done the Muppet Wizard of Oz, but
Licensing.
Yeah, having to build the Muppets. Oh, can you just imagine like a really a community center without much money trying to make like puppets, like life size Kermit outfit?
It would just have to be Green Frogman. Just don't use the name and it's fine.
Yeah, Sir Hops a lot.
Give him a blue bow tie.
it'd be like
instead.
Avenue Q, basically.
Ah,
So-
swears.
You're gathered around. Discuss things.
Liz, have you decided how you're going to kill that guy? Everyone is wondering. It's the buzz of the town.
Sorry, I just got punched in the throat.
Sorry. Stretch.
So like I don't want to Donovan made a point that like we don't want to make it too cruel or too much of a spectacle, or else that might undermine the message and just make me come off as more of a tyrannical asshole than putting the point across.
It's the beginning of your legacy.
Yeah.
How do you want to be remembered? That's the key. This is a show for everyone.
There is the option of the idea that the person that makes a judgment should be the one to actually execute it. So I could do it.
What do you think, everyone else?
Is the asshole that turned Jakkob?
Yes.
Yeah.
Break his kneecaps, leave him in the sun.
The sun is a good one.
Yeah, we don't. I don't know.
It's very not flashy, but it's very direct. That could be what you want.
Yeah.
That's the ultimate thing that all kindred fear is the sun and the ultimate punishment.
Yeah.
But is it
Stake
a
and
loud
chained
enough
on the
message?
roof.
I bet O'Donovan has a special part of his roof for.
I don't know. I could see it either way, honestly, with him.
He's got depths we have not plumbed.
I'm sure he has a way to have people executed by sun.
System of
Probably.
mirrors, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
I bet he has mirrors in his vents.
That's a whole level of paranoia that I hadn't entertained before.
Well, he could have people over that are guests, but then certain vents open at a certain time of day when they're day sleeping in there.
Oh,
Or consider this: he
pretty
can
Home
just
Alone.
have them dragged out into the sun to feel like you're
Yeah.
making more of a bigger deal than it
That's-
has to be.
Oh,
If he
like
wants
those
people to know he did it.
camping trip
but he
pranks where you
also
pull the air mattress out and shove them out into the lake, like one of those pranks.
yes, just like the Parent Trap, yeah.
Yeah,
But it could be he
The
doesn't
original
want
one.
people to know that he's doing it. So like a lot of people are staying there, but then everyone wakes up in the evening and one of the rooms is just a pile of dust and every room is locked from the inside and nobody's been in around anywhere.
He also runs Elysium, so that's the whole point is that he can't do that.
Yeah. But if you can't prove he did it, did he do it?
anyway, another thing that came up last night, Sean, technically you did assist with the capture of him, and by the rules of the Blood Hunt, you have the right of sireship if you want it.
nah. I think I pass it. If somebody else wants it, but like with Big Boss like breathing down my neck, that's just what we need is another person. And also, I wouldn't want to do this to somebody else. Who the fuck am I gonna turn anyway? Like fucking Larry, Curly, and Moe? Hell no, you don't want an eternity of that.
Maybe if you like make it
I
a
figured
competition
it
between the
offer.
three of them, it'll bring out the best in one of them.
Do you think they would want to?
I-
The vibes are not.
That's
that they
also
want
like
to.
a different conversation. I'm not even going to offer that
Yeah.
to them. So I think they were like, hey, you'd be better, like the all nighters if we were. And I was like, no, go to hell, because that's where you're going if you turn. I'm good.
Yeah.
If somebody else wants to sire, they can have mine or whatever. I pass that gift off or curse or whatever the fuck.
John, didn't you want to sire somebody?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I thought about trying to snipe a certain person that I have not identified yet, but I don't think I want to go with all the trouble that would cause. I don't think it would be worth it in the long run.
Yeah, that
I have enough on my plate, I think. I don't need more enemies. I need more clients.
Yeah, I could see that causing some
It would be a
bad
power
blood
move.
there. It sure as fuck would be.
I learned it from watching you, I could say, like in those old ads.
I learned it from watching you, Dad.
I don't need all the trouble that it would take to sire somebody, because then you got to teach them. You got to deal with Pavel in a different way. You got to build them a coterie
You
and then
gotta
give them.
be the Pavel for a while.
You gotta teach them how to potty. It's a whole thing.
That's too much. I don't want that sort of responsibility. I'm too young. I'm a child. I'm just starting out.
Mm.
I have hundreds of years of
All
becoming
right, so
better.
nobody
Okay.
wants to
Maybe
sire
longer.
anybody.
I think that
Right.
if no one amongst your coterie wants to, you should offer it to the vampire that assisted It would look
Yeah,
good.
Gerald. That's what I was thinking. You
It would look
mentioned
good
that
to
and I
everyone
like that.
else. Yes, because there is going to be that group that cries, "Oh, unfair. Look, you set a blood hunt and your coterie is the one that gets the benefit."
I would just, I'm throwing this out here for my own safety. I wasn't there.
Where?
I wasn't there.
Where?
Capturing the guy. I wasn't there.
What are you talking about?
No idea. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was over with Arthur.
I mean,
car
I want to
wipes.
respect your wishes, but at the same time, plenty of people saw you, not just us.
Yeah, there was like the other vampires that were there.
Yeah, but do they know me by name?
Do we know them by name? Everybody's just people.
Ah,
True.
those
You
episodes where
hang
they
around Liz a lot. Like, I'm just saying, people are gonna. You are in the coterie. People
I
are gonna know you're part of the
wasn't
coterie.
there.
There's only like one or two of us in the
So-
coterie that everyone
so
recognizes.
Big Boss-
I
I'm not
think
gonna
can't
say
breathe
anything,
down my
bestie,
neck.
but like, I'm just saying.
That's just what I want, is to be fucking murdered, because it's like you could have sired somebody.
Mhm.
Dead.
Well,
I
no
do think-
one.
I've seen death for less.
Listen, we could just say, you know,
I wasn't there.
like, nobody outside of us knows that we're the ones who got the final kill. You can just be like, hey,
I wasn't
give
there,
it to the
period.
guys that helped us out, and that's it. Call it a day. Nobody needs to know about the other shit, you know?
I wasn't there, period. Because
there
then,
a-
then you get to the whole shit of like, oh, you should have applied yourself more and all that garbage. Maybe you're not as useful as I thought you were.
God, that
No,
sounds
it's
like my
fine.
fucking parents. Don't
Yeah,
even...
it is. It is just, I don't need that.
Yikes.
Is there a way to co-sire somebody?
No.
Not really. If
Like a-
you,
hmm.
there are stories of folks that would like to sire but don't want to inflict their particular clan curse on somebody, so request that somebody of another clan embrace
Oh, I
their
meant like
chosen
surrogate
individual.
sire.
a group of kindred pooling blood together and using that to create another kindred, and then it would have like multiple sires.
Somebody's blood would just take priority.
Hmm. Perhaps magic.
I mean,
I know I say that about everything, and it never works out. One of these times.
I mean, I assume that there's some weird Tremere ritual for that sort of thing, but everything I've ever
Oh.
heard of is
As
that
a slimy
you
lizard
can
boy
only
once
have
said, magic
one
always
sire.
comes with a price.
Who said that?
I'm rich.
Gareth from the
Labyrinth.
labyrinth. Yeah, he said that.
Okay, it's been a while since I've seen that movie.
They always paint
I
the
was
wizard
talking
as a
about
bad
Once Upon
guy.
a Time, but sure.
No, do you remember in Unwritten where we're it's Gareth from Labyrinth instead of Rumpelstiltskin? Anyway, whatever. I just
Oh, that kind of reminds me. And I like send a text to the group, and it's just like, Arthur informed me that you guys were asking about me for the sireship last night, and also said he could hear 10 miles outside of his domain. So shh.
a second or two later, just phone digs. Hang on, I gotta text. Why did you?
Just shh.
What the fuck?
Shh.
Everyone's phones ding but mine. I'm like, oh.
Sitting there, Pavel out of nowhere. Ting. Oh yeah.
Fucking Pavel.
Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah,
Could also be useful. Just throwing that out there.
Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
That's me.
remember last time when I asked that guy to make a bracelet for me?
Yeah, he's working on it. Yep.
Okay, he's still working on it.
Well, you wanted some details and stuff. It takes a little bit for him to finish, but
Okay.
he'll get it to you.
The
Did you give him
trash
a mallet?
artist.
Do you give him a mailing
Cranston.
address for him to send it to, or to tell him to drop it off somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's working on it. He wants to make it good. He doesn't want to just give you, a piece of junk.
I'll message you where.
He's a consummate
Does it-
professional artist, even though his medium is repulsive. His
Oh,
art
seriously.
is incredible.
Is your name seriously Storyteller? C plus R equals E.
Yes, it's been that way the entire time.
Didn't see it.
Is that like a pun or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as it is, then I don't care. I don't want the details. I just want the details. What?
You should be able to figure out the equation if you think hard enough.
I'll just stay in character and go and move on.
That works too.
It's easy to fall back on that.
Yeah. So yeah, so he will have it delivered to the location you told him to, because
I'm
they
sending
say.
it to you right now.
Oh.
The-
Are you gonna give it to Denny?
I do think it was a pretty good power move for the prince's own coterie to get the job done when nobody else was able to do it. It shows strength, and like, even if you don't, take over the prize or whatever, just showing that you're good enough to find out the information and to follow through with it.
I worry that it
Makes you look weak because you did it yourself.
makes this look like I'm favoring you guys over everyone else in the city.
Yeah.
And
And like,
I mean, we expect that.
well, yes, but I want to be a fair prince.
Yeah. Well, you can be fair to others without being unfair to us.
Just, this was your first blood hunt. You just tell them, look,
You weren't
all
quick
I
enough.
wanted was to inspire all of you to do better next time.
Sure.
There is a reason I specifically didn't actually do anything to him and just kind of stood in the way to catch bullets.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, we know you were showing off that you can catch bullets with your body. It's fine.
It's
No,
the
okay.
job of a monarch to,
So
protect.
freaking cool and sexy and hot. We know.
Rub it in.
Did anybody see me jump over the building and climb down, like, swinging from platform to platform? No? Okay.
You
We were-
Spider-Man?
We were
I did.
inside, but that sounds really
Damn.
impressive.
I smashed through the window.
Whoa.
Oh.
Okay, never
How
mind.
about, how about pumpkins?
I did see that part.
Smashing pumpkins?
Good music.
I
Is
don't
it?
know. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not going to be at the club, I can tell you that much.
Meanwhile, at the club, smashing pumpkins. Yeah.
No.
Do.
You know what's good? Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not technically club music, but they are very good music overall.
Yeah.
They've got a vibe, certain skill. Sick
Okay, so-
beats.
Vote. Do we think it would make more of an impression if it were me doing the deed of ripping his throat out or leaving him to rot in the sun?
Flip a coin.
I want to see you rip this throat out because I think that's hot, but that's just me.
Perhaps we could use our attributes or skills or dice to help us decide.
What would that help with you?
I'm not sure. However, well, I mean, like deciding if it would be best to be
Oh,
like
do
a
you
show
like
of
roll
force.
like politics?
Yeah, like politics or like well, I guess etiquette or leadership or
Okay,
something.
so you just want to roll etiquette. Okay.
Etiquette's not even my final form.
Let
But
the
I
boy
mean-
roll etiquette.
I was
We
gonna
have all
say
these
it
points.
absolutely fucking is.
Yeah.
Well, I've only got
Sure.
3 in etiquette. Unless you want to make the execution like a party type situation, then I could get a bonus. I mean,
if-
it sort of is. It's a scheduled event with
It
a.
is a scheduled event at Elysium.
Hmm. Well, in that case, Jilon could help organize it and like make it good. I don't know
What
if
you
that would
gonna-
help you decide if you want to throw him into the
I
sun or
mean,
rip his head
oh,
off yourself.
Weren't you going to be doing this later tonight? Or are you going to postpone a little bit more?
That's a good question.
Because there's
The
not a lot of
Postpone,
time.
the more likely that somebody's gonna come over there and try to grab him
But
if
if you
anybody
want-
cares.
But if you want a good party, you're gonna need some time.
A professional doesn't need a lot of time to make a good party. They know how to get things done quick.
You
Yeah, I
can
mean,
whip
you
it up.
threw
Yeah,
together that aquarium thing in like, what was it, 48 hours?
it was very short notice. Yeah.
We have an event. We already have the venue and also catering So I'm just saying.
I think the sooner the better.
Me too.
Yeah. All right.
I think you should do it, Liz, and kill that guy because it will show some power on your front, and people will see it live rather than footage or whatever.
That's true. I like that.
Yeah.
Sophia, didn't you get a number for that other kindred that was with us, Gerald?
Oh, yes, I got his contact information.
Yeah, do me a favor and give him a call and let him know that the prince would like him at that event to thank him for his help.
Tonight? What time?
The witching hour.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, I guess midnight would work. That's kind of short notice though, isn't it? What time of night is it now, Kevin? Right after we woke up.
Probably mid 7 o'clock hour, roughly.
7:30, I think they call it.
Yeah, half past.
That's a few hours. Actually, maybe I should call him because. No, I'll talk to him in person when he gets there.
Yeah, let me do the legwork. You do the
Yeah.
printing.
Because I don't want to offer him the right assireship and have him turn me down in front of everybody. Is
Mm.
the main thing.
Have him come slightly beforehand to speak to him ahead of
Yeah.
time. Okay. Yeah. So I will step aside and I will make a phone call to him.
He answers, and he'll be there with bells on.
Mm. Excellent. The prince is very excited to have you accept the invitation.
Glad to be there. Always good to be invited to places.
It's always good when you step up and help.
All right.
Oh.
Bells have not been in fashion for 1,300 years.
Bell bottoms?
No, I think he meant literal bells.
Bell
Yeah.
sleeves are very in right now.
Jilon heard what was going on the phone, and he's hoping the guy's not going to show up in bells. He knows how some people, like bikers and stuff, with all the leather and things, they have a lot of accoutrements on their leather, patches and little.
I like the
what are those,
idea.
those things on your Crocs?
I like
Oh.
the idea that Jilon just uses heightened senses to catch up on all the hot gossip.
Yeah, that's mostly what it's for. He certainly doesn't use it
Yeah.
to smell people.
You show
Like
up dressed like
occasionally
Macho
use
Man
it
with
for
all the bells.
investigation stuff, but mostly for being nosy.
People are catty in the fashion business, and you got to know who's on top and who's on bottom. And that can have multiple meanings, and they're all valid.
All right.
I still need to reach out to Menard. Add it on my calendar still.
Oh yeah, he's that guy that
We're
we don't
gonna-
like, right?
Yeah, the leader of the Anarch movement. We are gonna have to
Right.
deal with him as well. Yeah.
He's not also a Chris, is he?
No,
Robin.
Robin.
Robin, right? There's so many Chris's. Well, there's going to be one less
2.
soon. 2 is a lot.
Yeah.
We'll be performing a christening and
Mhm.
turn someone else into a Chris.
Didn't we discuss naming Jakkob Chris?
What?
No,
That
he
doesn't
already had a
sound
name.
familiar, but that
No,
doesn't
we
He
sound-
talked
has
about-
a name. What
that
are you
doesn't sound
talking
out
about?
out of character.
It's normal for people to pick a new name when they become a kindred. Or, you
you?
know,
I mean, you're not wrong, but like,
Cozy, how many names? I mean, I'm not going to ask how many names you've had, but we know it's more than 0.
yes, it's been more than 0. That is correct.
Jacob's going to have to change his name anytime he moves to a new city anyways.
Not necessarily.
Well,
I mean, once he
His name
changes
is
it
Jakkob.
once,
Like it's the most like one of the most generic fucking names on the planet.
not
you
the
know?
spelling.
We apologize to all Jacobs out there. Your names are very special.
You're smart and
You're
clever.
about as generic as Michael. Don't even.
We apologize to all Jacobs with 2Ks.
Whole one of you.
And nobody else. Everyone else,
Yeah, suck it.
something negative.
You can't have
Just-
pretty names like Kozaline.
For all the Jacobs and Michaels out there, at least they're not Bobs. All right.
Yeah, what a boring.
Wow.
I don't want to be too mean to the name Bob, but I mean, come on. From the as a Midwest person, I mean, no, thank you.
Yeah, so, what's the coterie's plan now?
I think just a big execution event.
All right.
Execution party. Woo!
So I looked over at our list of our to-do list,
Oh,
and there are a handful of things that we hadn't okay,
Followed up
really just
on.
the one thing we haven't followed up on. Sean, you still have to reach out. Oh, I either need to talk to the biggest shithead in the city, or you need to tell your blood bag supplier that he's just gonna have to suck it up and pay the dues of those people. I don't know if I talked to you at all, but apparently the group
Part of the
that,
circulatory system or whatever the fuck it's called.
yeah,
Yeah, we did have that conversation.
oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I could make a point of picking a fight with Samuel Smith over it, and honestly, I'm kind of down for that just because the idea of picking a fight with Samuel Smith makes me happy. But he's also extremely powerful, but also a douchebag, so I kind of don't mind making him my enemy.
yeah, that's well. I guess I'll just have to tell him, that he needs to up his prices on his bags. I guess, and his other, mercantile. So just to compensate, that's shitty, but unfortunately it's business, and I can't. You can mess with the local people, but the rest of them will kind of, come at you. That's fuck. All right, yeah.
Well, like, I could protect him probably, but yeah. So it just depends on how much you care about looking out for this guy.
Well, he's pretty much been there since I turned. So I mean, but also that's only been like 8 months.
I mean, those are the 8 months that mattered in this conversation. So
I'll tell him just to compensate, with prices and whatnot, so it's not a big deal.
okay.
Speaking of which, I need to go call him. I'll be back. Continue on.
This situation sounds like it might be a good opportunity for Jilon to help out Liz plan for this event by using he has a high status among kindred, so he knows a lot of people and how they interact. And he has, all those points in etiquette with parties that he was talking about. So perhaps he could do the arrangement and set up and organize who's coming and when to be there and sort of thing. Make sure it goes off without a hitch. People show up at the right time. Don't bring appetizers or whatever. Some people assume, if you're invited to a party, you should bring something, but it's not that kind of party. Although it is O'Donovan's place, so he doesn't want to I don't know, he rents out
He has
things.
food
Yeah, you don't
there.
want to step on his toes.
He could, so Jilon, I guess, would talk to O'Donovan about what kind of things are expected of this thing, and then he would go out and do what he knows about having status among kindred and arranging stuff like that, because he would probably have contacts with most of the people who would be invited. or at least to be able to get like the
Mhm.
calling tree going. Because definitely the prince shouldn't be calling people and asking them to show up for sure.
Mm.
The prince should only be addressed when the prince is on the throne, waiting to receive or
Don't have a
dole out
throne.
information.
Oh.
I assume.
I mean,
Yeah, the princess has people for that.
Yeah.
so you're having this done at midnight, you said. Did you know?
Yeah, we'll call Donovan to make sure that that time works for him, and then
You already said you wanted the next day. He's got a
okay,
whole
then yeah.
suite cleared out for everybody. This one's in the basement area.
then yeah, midnight it is.
All right.
Liz, are you ready to like kill this dude? Cause like physically speaking, like emotionally, I get whatever. You've killed the people before, but like, can you do the thing?
Can you perform?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I mean, so there is a thing, Kevin. I did take some superficial damage last time, and I don't remember how to heal that.
Just blood surging.
Oh, okay, I'll do that. I am a little hungrier.
Was it on the table to have someone diablerize this guy? I know it's sort of high generation, so it might not be useful for most. But I know that was possible during the blood hunt itself.
I think it was requested, and I said no.
Oh, okay.
If I were to do it, I would stop before I got to the point of diablerizing.
There's probably not much you could get from him.
I will be honest, I might not be able to contain my anger once I actually get my hands on him, and could possibly drain him depending on how hungry I am. But I at least intend to stop before the last moment.
It could be a good lesson too, whatever happens.
Don't worry, I'll stop you.
Oh, that's Gwaine.
All right. So, is there any small tidbits between now and midnight, or do we want to cut to the party?
Party time.
Party, 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 party.
All right. We'll cut to the party.
Yeah.
And you go. Hold on. You actually go downstairs in the elevator this time.
Oh.
It actually was a special one. They had a special bouncer there with special key to get you down further. It's a very interesting area that has been set up. It's very reminiscent of I guess you could say Babylonian feel things. So a lot of like uniform on the walls. And the one side there is like a raised dais with throne. There's not any real chairs or anything, but the place is lit up by he's got a couple of large burning braziers.
That's weird. I have those burning.
Braziers?
Yes.
But I respect his style. He went with it. He made a choice and he stuck with it.
It's one of those things I like
Yeah.
ongoing joke with it.
He's just
Sconces and
really
scones.
into 70 style feminist revolutions. It's all
Mm.
good.
Yeah.
It's like, good thing you took the women out of it this time. No. Yeah, so what did Jilon want to like add for flair to the room that you were shown?
Well, probably not a big banner, but
Happy
But I think-
Execution Day.
Bon voyage.
I think like padded chairs that are like sort of raised off the ground to give like an extra height and gravitas to everything that's going on, with like maybe an aisle down the middle towards where the throne is on an even higher dais. And like sort of like a council of elders type of idea behind it, where we're all important people watching judgment happen, something like that. I know that like ancient Egypt had halls where they all sat on tall chairs and looked down, but I guess everywhere had that.
And a lot of places have tall chairs. Some places have short chairs.
Mhm.
Some people use couches or sofas.
These would be tall chairs. I'm gonna go with that because then it'll give you'll be tall, and you'll look down on this guy where he deserves.
See in the corner, some people are gonna say, "I told you it's tall chairs, not high chairs. What the fuck are you gonna use a high chair for? Get those out of here."
I don't have a lot of good adjectives or thesaurus words, Jilon would say.
Someone gives you a thesaurus. I have no idea what this is.
I could put this under the chair and make it taller. It's like a booster seat.
It's like a booster, a riser, a enhancement seat.
Oh my god, please.
A smaller pack of cards that might have something good.
So yeah, there are people coming in, several of them, various group of city kindred. Most of Primogen is there just to witness this. Some of them are grumbling about the short notice. Yeah, some of them are like, yeah, you notice that the prince is the one who yeah, I heard that did this, took the joy right out of it, you know.
People got a bitch about it.
Mm-hmm.
So does Liz meet with what's his name?
Gerald.
Yes.
Gerald first, yeah.
He comes in, he's like, huh, nice place. Just walks over to the group of you. It's like, hey, it's me.
We'll escort him. I assume there's probably a private space Liz can talk to him.
Yeah, there's a staging area.
What does this guy look like again?
Motorcycle helmet.
Yeah, I didn't really give a major
That's it.
description.
He's
because-
still wearing it.
Yeah, I guess he was. He had the helmet and everything off, so all you really saw was like his eyes when he raised the visor.
Yeah, so what's this guy look like, Owen?
He's wearing a biker outfit with a helmet that he. He looks a bit like Let's see. Oh, Blade first movie, Deacon Frost. We'll go with that.
Mm.
That was the
Okay.
guy that became the bad guy, right?
Looks like a tool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Spoilers.
I hope I
His
spoiled
name
it for
is
someone.
Deacon Frost. I like.
Nobody gets that name. That's a good guy.
Yeah, Deacon is not a good guy name.
Take that off the list of baby names from baby number 2.
No,
It's like
I think
calling
that's
your somebody calling them like Kane or something. Like
Or Pontiff.
Nothing good comes out of that.
Pontiff.
Pontifex maybe is better.
The facts. Oh no.
That's a hell of a name.
Pontifex Langolier.
Today is the day I make fun of every name known to man.
I mean, yeah.
Oh.
So it's just like, takes the helmet off. It's like, hey, really nice. Thank you.
Yeah. The reason that I invited you specifically is although it was my compatriots that actually captured this individual, you definitely helped, and they are not interested in the boon that was offered. But considering that you are participating in the blood hunt, I assume that you have someone you would like to embrace?
Yeah, like there's someone I was thinking of or two. Yeah, wow. That's really generous of you. Yeah, my vote for next time you run.
Yeah, it's not usually an election.
It could be.
Just take it. Just take it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm your king. I didn't vote for you.
It's like how do we vote for our vampire elders? The strongest one gets to win. Good plan. It's like cool. So do you need anything from me? Like Any more details?
Who you're planning on embracing and some information about
Oh.
them would be nice.
Oh, yeah, there's this little kid at a hospital, and I miss my dad.
Mm-hmm.
What clan is this guy?
He
Do
never
we
said.
know?
Dingus.
Yes, Clan Dingus.
Nah, but yeah, there's a I have a sibling that I would like to embrace and join in. We're very close to each other. Not Alabama close, but they're just close, and it'd be nice to have a family member for all eternity. And I've already Googled them for quite a while, so they know the ins and outs of this. Yeah.
Well, as long as you maintain the masquerade and
Yeah.
are smart about it.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
And can I ask what clan would be expanding with this embrace? What clan are you?
Oh, that seems a little personal, but I am, as I rolled randomly for it.
Jilon is turning his head slightly to listen.
I'm a Toreador.
Okay.
Yeah, you can tell. I know. I wear that
Yeah.
helmet a lot, and people, it's hard
Mhm.
to tell, but
We could tell you're not wearing a shirt with your, jacket.
oh shit, I was when I woke up. Where'd I go?
It happens. They just disappear sometimes.
It's just leather jacket and
Oh, does that not chafe?
vampires. No, not really.
That's why I just wear the chap, so it doesn't chafe as much with
Oh,
all the leather.
No, no. Just because we don't sweat doesn't mean we can't chafe. I'm just saying.
But yes, this is awesome. I hope I did a good enough job. Oh, if you need a gunman, I drive
I know who
around.
to call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope my generation is decent enough. So should be good. I know it's high. It should be high enough, right?
What generation are you?
I supposedly 10.
That works for me.
All right, good. Yeah, I know people are very picky when you start getting those double digits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're like an elder or something, right? Probably embraced back in like the 1600s or something.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while for me too, but gotta do what we gotta do.
Very well. And head back to these these assholes. All right.
He seems amenable, and that's great.
Yeah.
And another vote for Liz when the time comes. You could make it a democracy.
You would think if he was like old, he would know that you don't vote for princes, but alright.
Well, not everybody that's old has been involved in politics the whole time.
And
Yeah, not everybody
sometimes,
cares about politics.
and sometimes Toreadors embrace people for their looks and not their brains.
Yeah. Kevin covering his ass. Woo!
You could make it a democracy. That's probably one of the
Wouldn't
least.
that be nice? Wouldn't that be glorious and fun and cool?
And since you're starting your own, you could also set up who gets to vote
Yep.
and term limits.
The thing to think
But that's
about.
not for tonight.
All right. So everyone gathers. When Donovan comes out, it's like stretches, walks over to Liz. It's like, so boy, when do you want to start this? Do you want me to get CT out here?
That's Chris Taylor.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah, like once everyone's here, I guess let's do this.
I have one of my boys bring him out. Any particular spot you want them? Like spread in front of the throne, thrown down, chained, standing there in front of you.
There's a big empty spot set up in front of the throne that you could put him
Yeah.
on.
Just making sure. Making sure. So I know how plans can change depending on things. So, all right, I have my boys bring them out. Don't worry, they know the ins and outs. They're not vampires, but they know they're good ghouls. Well, one's a ghoul. The other one hasn't earned yet. So a few moments later, they bring him out in some standard modern handcuffs. It's not like medieval shackles and stuff like it's the
They're fuzzy ones, yeah.
chains up in front of you. It's like he seems nervous. You see like a little bit of blood where he's like sweating kind of thing, from the nerves. So with people all sitting there,
Boy, gross.
it's a bit of hodgepodge. Linda showed up. Most of the Primogen, including the Malkavian one this time. I keep forgetting. And yeah, the prince, it's time. You're muted.
Before he gets all the way up to where I'm sitting, I'm going to activate Daunt as well as Prowess.
Roll any rouse you need. I don't think you need it for Daunt.
I do for Prowess, so. And I failed. I'm hungry.
Ah, good. You might have a snack soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you have your coterie sitting or standing next to a throne, like, or do they get the normal seats?
Probably towards like it probably make more sense if it's the Primogen Council in the fancy seats, but the coterie is definitely towards the front.
The lounge chair is right next to where the council sits, close enough where it looks, if you don't look closely, that he's on it. But it's just slightly separated and slightly lower, but from the right
We
angles.
stand.
You gotta elevate yourself.
Ambition on this guy.
Yeah.
And she'll stand up. Chris Taylor, you're accused and found guilty of embracing unauthorized and worse, embracing a child. The penalty is death.
Can we make a deal?
No.
Like exile? Just put me in a crate and send me to some far off area or country that nobody really cares about and that people don't really like, like maybe London.
You'll probably find that this death will be quicker than one you would find in London.
I was hoping to avoid the death part. I mean, the kid was suffering. He tugged at my heartstrings. Did you even listen to his story? His family sucks.
The embrace of a child would bring a lot more suffering to him.
There were stories of children who have been embraced that, turned out okay.
And there are many more that did not.
And I did get permission to embrace from Marcos before he went into torpor. Yeah. It just took a while to find someone.
Can I make a check from where I am to see if I believe him?
Such fucking bullshit.
The
I
difficulty
don't
is
need a
minus
check for
one.
Right
that.
now it stinks.
Sure, if you want to see how much you believe him.
Yeah. So
Best
what's that?
failure, best failure.
Insight plus.
Come on.
Is that
Sophie
insight
goes
and
berserk.
charisma or manipulation?
Probably like
Wits.
wits.
Oh, wits. Okay.
Yeah.
Wits. 7 dice.
Best failure. Yo, this guy's legit.
So I rolled 2 successes, but if I don't succeed, it is a possible bestial failure, according to my dice.
Yes. I actually do have stats for Chris Tillier.
Sophia just goes berserk in the middle of the meeting for no reason that we can see. She's just sitting there and then just starts going bananas. That'd be funny.
Would be.
Yeah, you can. He's bullshitting.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, you would have done the same thing. We all know about how kind and loving you are.
I wouldn't wish this life on a child.
But it wasn't a
and
Chowders. Jakkob 2Ks.
I feel like it makes sense that I roll a willpower test against Fury Frenzy because this guy is just she is pissed about the fact that he
Yeah.
embraced a kid.
That's
I got
fine.
2 successes. I don't know what the difficulty should be.
Oh, fudge. The difficulty is fudge. There it is. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, ow. My screen was behind everything. It's got like the frenzy chart on here, so I don't have to go through that book. Difficulty 2.
Okay. So she is holding it together barely.
It's like, oh, there's nothing I can say to really convince you, which you've already made up your mind in this kangaroo court. Just get it over with. I'm dead man anyway. What are you going to do? Burn me? Throw me in a pit of acid like a stereotypical cliche? Take me into the sun? Have a bunch of dogs eat me?
Thinking something a bit faster. And it's
It's something a bit faster. You see the sheriff stands up. She pulls aside her like part of the burqa, and you just see like a sword handle. She's like,
is she offering me her sword?
yeah, that's her job to execute.
Fuck yeah.
But
Would my knives speciality work with a sword?
it's a
Or
knife
would
of
that
sword.
be swords?
If you
A
hold it
sword.
right.
You're not Crocodile Dundee. You know, it's not like knifey thing. A sword is a sword.
Okay.
Unless you can make yourself very big.
Okay. And then it's dexterity with melee, right? So it's 5. And I really don't want to fuck this up, so I'm going to blood surge.
Pesto failure. Pesto failure. Pesto failure.
Because the last thing I need is to fail at doing this in front of everybody. Give me your luck, Lilani. I'm gonna spend a willpower. He's chained, so that helps. 3 successes.
All right.
And I have potence up, so I would be doing, or I have prowess up, so I'd be doing 1 extra damage.
So you slash very mightily, and just slash, and you just see blood start coming out, and he's like, ah! And he's on the ground, and there's you see him like it looks like he's effectively trying to knit the wound back together. But you did not clear cut him one time, and everyone's like, someone's like, oh, that's getting real toughness there.
I asked if you needed help.
Um,
Jilon's over there. I could have kicked his head off.
I could have slashed him with one fell swoop.
I whispered to the person next to me, "This is a tough but fair lesson." As if she's meaning to make this more brutal than it looks. Trying to start that rumor.
Yeah. You do see a handful of people in the audience seeing the blood, just like.
Oh yeah, that's a bad part.
yeah.
Oh, did someone? Was anyone at 4 hunger? Or no? Mari went down a little as you drank. Yeah, darn.
Oh, that's too bad.
I am at 3. I'm tempted to just finish him off by drinking him. He does have an open wound.
Just crack him open.
Yeah.
I mean,
With
I
the
don't have
boys.
to crack him open. He's
Well, yeah,
already got
you
it.
already
open.
cracked him open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
Fuck
can't
it.
get much more cracked.
I'm gonna.
You,
I'm gonna.
you shotgunned him.
You gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him by the front of his shirt and drink from the wound that I just opened.
You start to drink from a vampire. It is sweet and delectable. And let us look at diablerie, because there used to be, I'm not sure if it's still a thing, where when you start drinking a vampire's blood, there's a possibility of you just can't resist kind of thing.
If I see that she is like having issues with letting go, I'm booking to grab her.
I don't remember reading anything about that. I do see that it takes an entire scene to fully drain the victim.
So what I would say is roll a hunger frenzy, and that would determine if you kind of what's the word, start feeling yourself trying to go beyond.
Okay. And a frenzy test is just my current willpower plus whatever I get from my humanity, right?
Yes.
And hunger dice don't matter, correct?
Correct.
Get the dice tray. That was 4 successes.
All right. So you are in complete control, and stop after he is drained. And don't even initiate the diary part of it. So you just and throw him down. You are no longer hungry.
Yeah, I'm at 0 now, right?
Yeah. And he is young enough that his body just lays there. He doesn't turn to dust or anything like that. But you didn't actually do diary, so body is just there. And I don't think his generation is lower than yours. No. Oh. But though by not initiating any kind of diary, you don't get all that bonus lovely XP, I don't
Yeah.
think. Sorry.
I'm fine with that. I was not excited to do that.
Just slash the throne, just like that was like
And
you see a hand raise.
whose hand is it?
We will say it is let's see, I'm just looking through my list here.
It's gonna start a slow clap, but I think that's probably not a good idea now.
It's AKT if you think that you don't like. You don't really recall who they are. I mean, I'm not sure if you met them before. You might have. Homeless vampire. Richard
Huh?
Randy Johnson.
I've heard of the name.
Yeah.
We did meet him.
Wait, no,
Oh.
we have met him. Yeah,
Alright,
he
yeah.
was one of the ones who we
One of the
found
two
staked.
people.
Yeah. That's right. He's Sammy's right. It's like,
Mr. Johnson.
yeah, there was something about siring for someone. Was that? Are you gonna sire someone new, or is that like, who's getting that? I mean, I didn't really participate. I'm just curious. Also, thanks.
I appreciate you bringing that up.
Yeah.
As most of you know, it was my coterie that helped to capture Mr. Taylor.
Mhm.
But we were not unassisted. And because of his generous help in this endeavor, I would like to offer the right of sireship to Gerald. That was his name, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Guy stands up. Someone's like, he doesn't even go here.
Jilon is good doing a polite clap.
We'll also clap politely.
I think Jilon's good at getting people to join a clap.
I don't clap.
A couple people clap. And one person's like, hey, I thought that guy was from the county.
He's a lineman.
I say county people are not Baltimoreans.
The Blood Hunt doesn't restrict who can join. If you participated, you participated. Which he did. He has earned this.
I was like, okay. Most people accept it. There are some people who are just like, I almost got him. I was going to be at that hotel in a couple hours. But no, they had to go faster because I had to find a Uber.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
and
we have to cross them off the list.
Oh no.
what a shame.
Anyway,
Now the next thing is trying to find a Chris that isn't a douchebag.
Not gonna happen.
You see another person, another person's in the audience raise their hands like, hey.
I acknowledge him.
I think this is awesome and all. I'm glad I'm here. Prince, Prince
Lady
Liz,
Caldwell.
Lady Caldwell. Were there going to be refreshments of any kind? I mean, it is O'Donovan's.
I assume O'Donovan gave us the okay for that then.
If you requested it.
Yes, O'Donovan is more than willing to share with the refreshments usually allowed in his establishment.
Oh, cool. I'm just making sure. That's nice.
And unless there are any other questions, I believe
I think this was Q&A.
this is done.
That's the one I was like. Yes, I got a question, Lady Caldwell. Now that the blood hunt is over, how will you be dealing with the whole conflict with the anarchs? And we haven't really heard much, and I know some of us aren't really affected, but they have taken out a couple. The conflict has been really affecting my ghoul network, so to speak. And do we have any plans on that? Or are you just not going to do anything?
It is a thing that I've been working on of attempting to deal with this. Excuse me.
Just like an official. Why, when you're in the middle of a question, they just walk away and don't really want to answer your questions.
screaming baby.
You need to get a grown-up haircut. Well, someone when I at my work when they called was like the mayor needs a grown-up haircut.
That is rude as shit. Anyway, yes, we
Use that as an insult now.
I'm so distracted by that. I have a plan to deal with the anarchs and particularly Robin and his ilk. And we'll be moving on him shortly.
All right. Yeah, I can quote you on that.
You can.
All right. Sorry, just going through a few.
I'm also
things.
looking around
was
while
just
he's
like,
saying that because
Can
this
we get the
was
plot moving along?
this was open to anybody. So are there any other anarchs that I don't recognize? Any like how does the crowd react to that?
A lot of them are just kind of like shaking heads, just listening in.
Did Robin show up?
Yeah, Liz
he
is
did.
particularly keeping an eye out for anybody that she doesn't recognize instantly as Camarilla.
There are a couple that you don't recognize as Camarilla.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for different people within the groups. Just because there's so many vampires in the city.
Mhm.
If I want to like introduce any fun ones.
They're always fun ones to introduce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, just give me a second. Just
Mhm.
going through my massive list. Huh. Nifty. I just some people I forgot about. I was like, wow, who the hell is this person?
Yeah, there are a few of those.
The heck is Jilon?
What's a Jilon? Oh.
You know, that's a question that many have asked.
Many articles.
There's
written up.
no clear name. It keeps coming up.
Yeah.
Wish there'd been time to vet these questions, but
Yeah.
that's what happens when you have an open forum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, it's a
It's
damn
expected.
man. Also, I'm a little distracted because of lack of sleep for some reason.
Why would you have lack of sleep? It's crazy.
I don't know. Yeah. I forgot about that person. All right, but yeah. So I want another person who you know is an anarch raises their hand.
I'll sort of nod to him in acknowledgement.
Hey, so yeah, normally I'm not into these areas because don't really deal with the politics kind of thing. But I did have a question for you. If you, this is like open questions now, right? Because people start asking, you start answering.
Ask a question.
My question is there have been recent reports of Sabbat activity within the city. Now, I hear that it is a conspiracy initiated by Ebenezer before he left in order to destabilize the Anarch network so that it will allow the Camarilla, the people, to more easily distract us and then swoop in and then eliminate us while taking our domains. So what is there any truth to these rumors?
There's absolutely not. The Camarilla and specifically my sire would not have any dealings with the Sabbat for any reason, even to move against the Anarchs in such a way. If
Ah.
you have any reports of Sabbat activity in the city that you believe are credible, I would love to hear about it.
You're not going to just bury the leads, hide it.
If there are Sabbat in the city, they won't be by dawn.
Hmm. So how about is also rumors are true that Ebenezer took over by burying Marcos underneath the stadium along with the prior princes, so that later on he can diabolize them and become some sort of antediluvian god to take over the East Coast.
While an interesting conspiracy theory, that is not the truth. My understanding is that Marcos went into torpor to avoid the beckoning.
And also no truth about the reptilian vampires.
Oh, good lord.
No. I think we're done for the evening.
Someone else is like, oh.
You may now move about.
I'm sure there are plenty of folks here that would like to enjoy the refreshments that O'Donovan has graciously offered.
Okay. Everyone starts getting up, moving around. Or it's like, I thought there was going to be more entertainment than this.
Did you want to play another entertainment?
There will be cocktails and
Cocktails.
well, like
Do you just feed cocktails to the victims and then
yeah, they could be drunk blood if people
I
wanted.
mean, it could just be
they're
a
just
bunch
walking
of,
around with name tags that says Margarita or Shirley Temple?
That's a
I
really
was
good
just gonna
idea.
say guys with no pants on, but like,
My.
The fanciest
just
parties don't really have any
little,
events.
just a little like flirty tail in the bag, like one of those costume tails. A cocktail.
Jilon does clap twice, and a flautist and a violinist come in and stand in the corner and start playing some soft music for people that want to mingle and hang out.
Delightful.
Is that Lizzo? What? Oh, no.
Not unless it's years ago. This is how she got her start.
Yeah, so they're like, people started mingling stuff. Let's see. Mari. You are approached by guess who? Erica.
Oh,
That's who. Erica.
Erica. Not who I was expecting.
It's like, hey
I haven't
Mari.
talked to Erica in like forever.
Yeah.
I just talked to Erica a few weeks ago.
It's like, hey Mari, how's it going?
Hi, Erica. How's it going? It's going good. Whoop. How's it going with you?
Oh, very well, very well. I know a while back, there was talk about you maybe being able to bring new blood into the Tremere or to our bloodline stuff. Have you actually thought about that at all?
I have. I have had some people that I have thought about bringing in, but honestly, Erica, I don't really get out much, and the people that I do know don't want it, or I don't want them to do it.
Well, I mean, you can always not give them a choice, but I have heard about something that I don't know if it's something you would want to do. But apparently there's a network of ghouls, and some of them could be wanting embracing. You could see about any of them that kind of meet our criteria.
Yeah, I know a few.
Yeah, so just some. But if you really you don't feel rushed. We are eternal creatures of the night. But
I'll get somebody.
Mhm.
I'll get somebody.
so you haven't got back together with your group yet?
No, I'm probably not going to.
just making sure to keep up because that was a wild couple months there.
You have no idea.
Oh.
I'm in a good place right now, I think. Letting myself just figure stuff out without being afraid that my girlfriend is going to get sacrificed or that my fiance is going to his family is going to do something, and just not really thinking about that, Erica. I'm thinking about myself and my dog.
I got a dog.
Yeah, Gawain.
Oh, like the knights with the table.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I used to have a
will-
dog.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Fortunately, they only live so long, and I just haven't felt the stirrings to get another one yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. There's a boxer.
Oh.
Yeah, it was nice. Always looked like I owed him money. But yeah.
What was his name?
Um, there's a Jeanette for some boxer named Reese. But yeah, he was a good dog. His name was Charlie.
Charlie. That's nice.
Yeah. Named after a ex-boyfriend of mine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is that healthy?
At the time, not really. We all go through things.
We do. Yeah.
Becoming a one of our kind did help me a lot with some emotional problems.
Yeah. Yeah, but it might have been like also with the relationship with Denise and Cesare. I was also, trying to avoid my stalker ex-boyfriend.
Ooh. Have you thought about just eating him?
No.
Oh, have you thought about I'm just saying you don't have to. I don't know if you've made amends with him, but
I have not.
maybe find someone who's really good at like obfuscation and stuff and have them stalk the boyfriend and basically like drive them, you know, a little crazy a little in a way, like, mess with him, teach him what it's like to have go through the same thing you went through.
His dad is one of those like radio lawyers, like the people that you hear on the radio a lot, and he probably already gets stalked by certain people. Anyway, that's too much information.
I'm your sire. If there's anyone in this room that you can just talk to about everything, I'm probably on that list.
uh,
I mean, we do share a connection that others do not.
that's true. And I will at some point bring in someone else, someone new.
And don't feel rushed. I was just inquiring because we don't talk like we used to. Ever
I
since
know.
you actually found a group to work together, you've been doing your own thing, which is great. That is actually something we sires like to, some sires like to see of their chowder, is to grow beyond and stuff. There are some sires out there though that are like controlling and domineering and must like have their fingers in every aspect of their chowder's life to the point where the chowder just fears doing anything without their approval. Poor vampires.
Don't know anybody like that.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, it does happen, but unfortunate souls.
Um. Well, it was good to see you, Erica.
Good to see you. We need to have a sire chowder night out one in the next couple months.
May I suggest Julie and Luna's place?
Oh, that place is pricey.
I'll pay for it.
I will consider it then. Remember, I'm still only my money mainly comes from the medical trends. You know, my job at the hospital doesn't pay a lot. Thankfully, I don't have to eat. Rent's still a bitch though. Yeah, but they say death and taxes are the only thing that are eternal.
Yeah.
Well, we already beat death. Now we just have to beat the taxes. Maybe Pavel is right to just live his life.
Who was right?
Pavel.
Oh,
just-
Pavel.
Yeah, he just
I thought you said
roams.
Bill.
No, not Bill. We don't talk about Bill.
Oh, William.
Billions. Yeah. Right. So we shall cut to Jilon.
Jilon is basically just mingling with people, trying to get a feel for what sort of their impressions were for the recent event.
Hmm.
Like if who's like for and against the way that you handled it.
Want to take it there? As you're talking, Stanley approaches you.
Of course.
Yes, Lawrence Stanley.
That's right.
It's like, Jilon, my boy, how's it going?
Very good. As you can see, I've had some recent successes outside of the important business.
Yes. So I noticed something the other day.
Yes.
Your assistant, Gamby,
Jambi.
Jambi.
Yes.
Yes. I saw him around one of my workplaces the other day. Did you need something?
He does a lot of my work for me now. I've ghouled him, you know.
Yes, I could tell. He seems so much healthier.
He feels great, I assume. He
I hear
handles
it is-
more for me now that I have so much going on.
He wouldn't be trying to find out who find the person I'm going to be siring. It was he?
Is that a secret? Because you haven't told me. You told me that you were going to sire someone, and then you just didn't say anything at all. And I am quite curious why it's such a big secret.
It's not really a secret per se. I wanted it to be a surprise to you.
Oh, so it's going to be a surprise, like an event or.
Yes, I was actually going to invite our Toreador family and have a nice big presentation where she'll come out with a wonderful outfit and introduce herself to everyone, and we all can just breathe in the atmosphere and stuff.
Oh, like that old-fashioned South debutante thing where they come out and they're showing off how they're a person now.
Oh, now I feel awkward about that.
Well, I mean, if this is a Toreador tradition,
No,
then,
it's less a Toreador edition. I just thought it'd be fun, but
well, I mean, you don't need an excuse to have some sort of big fancy party. I'll be the first to say that.
yeah, it just
Look, I
feels
didn't know
weird.
you had something so special planned, and I do think that is a fun idea.
It is, but if it's like a debutante party, I want to
Well,
avoid
okay, well,
Southern stuff.
I didn't want to put that in your head. I know they have like that sort of thing down there.
I'm gonna have to
like-
make sure I change it up so it doesn't resemble it at
Maybe
all.
just some themes, like visual themes, clothing themes. I don't know what you were going for before, but
Well, it's definitely not antebellum South. I avoid that time period.
yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
It's no good.
Yes. Especially since
Yeah,
being a black man,
Uh-huh.
family is not me.
You don't. Yeah, you don't want to evoke any of that stuff.
Yeah.
If
How's your
that's going to be
business?
your big thing, then I'll
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. That's gonna
I'll
be
await.
nice.
I'll await this event.
Maybe do more like a quinceañera.
Quinceañera.
Yeah, that.
That's fun. Is she 16 or 15? That seems young.
Yes, that is a bit too young. They would not approve that age range.
What's the word for? You could use the word for the age that she is. Twinsinsphoria.
26?
I
26?
I don't speak that. So I'll just show up. I'll follow whatever rules you
Don't
set
speak
for
that.
the themes.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll make sure. So yeah, so I will introduce her. I'm actually planning on embracing her next weekend. I was going
So
to take her
soon.
out. Yes, we've already talked. I was going to take her out on a nice luncheon kind of date so she can have her final meals that she likes before she won't be able to eat anymore.
Right.
And then
So what are your intentions with this young lady?
oh my, you sound like my father when I brought my first boyfriend home. No,
Well, I hope this goes better than that.
yes, he tried to kill me and my boyfriend, but that's
Well,
beside the point.
Who
mean-
won in the long run?
I did. I'm an
Me,
eternal vampire.
yeah,
and
me too.
He's old, senile with Alzheimer's and a retirement.
He's still
home.
around?
I make sure of it. I have a little cruel streak when it comes to my father. I keep him in a less than pleasant place with a little bit of my blood every now and then, just so that he can just live in the new age.
You always enjoyed your eccentricities.
Yeah, it's one of my crueler things. I'm normally a nice person. I'm not that cruel normally.
It's good to have a breadth.
But essentially, I just want more of our Toreadors around, and she does have a skill set that I want.
All right.
She's in the
What-
same kind of business as us, but she specializes in areas that I don't touch.
Would Jilon have any idea what businesses he avoids the most? That maybe would be seen as like a weakness by some, but like something that's like outside of his wheelhouse.
He's both of you are like really fashion people and everything, but even though he's trying to create the Eternal line and stuff, he generally avoids like more contemporary designs. Also, anyone above
Oh.
a size 0 kind of thing.
Okay. So
So
she's outside of his normal range of stuff.
yeah, and I think earlier he mentioned that he was trying to bring her in so that he could help design the Eternal fashion by getting more viewpoints kind of in.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So it's just a different type of model.
Yeah. Or designer, but yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, but obviously you're invited. I guess we can invite some of your
Coterie?
friends. Yeah.
I'll float the idea. Some of them might
Um,
be interested, some of them might not.
Yeah, the prince can come.
Oh, that's generous.
Yeah.
You might haven't met most of them, so I won't name off their names. But
Yeah, a couple of them that you used to hang out with, you no longer do, thankfully.
well, you know, times change. It's only been a few months, but that's years to us.
Yeah. Yeah, the one guy you hang out with in the corner, he seems a bit dour.
Sean,
Yeah, that's his name.
he would not want to come. I'll tell him about it, and he'll say, "That sounds fun, Jilon. I'm busy,"
He
and then we'll both move on and be happy about it.
has to smell.
If you have any cars, though, he's good with cars.
Oh, I
So if you
do
need someone who
car
works on
worked
cars,
yes.
well, he's your guy.
That does explain why he smells like motor oil, blood, and tears.
No, I don't think he's been working today.
It's kind of, it impregnates the clothing sometimes.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons we need to get Nouveau Fabrique.
Yeah.
It
There's
smells
the
like
chemical.
motor oil and determination.
There's a thing you can spray on clothing that makes it hydrophobic. I think it's the term.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, the idea, the best idea would be have bloodrophobic. In
we had to
addition
work
to
on the
being,
name.
well, I'm not a words guy.
That
It's
is true.
ideas. We're ideas people, Lawrence.
Mm.
We hire people that are good with words.
Yes. I'll have to find someone who knows the thrower stuff.
But if we can make a fabric, or even something that goes onto a fabric that makes it completely repellent of all liquids, that would keep it clean.
Emophobic.
Yeah, that might sound bad to the ears.
Yeah. Why isn't our brand selling too well? It's clearly labeled hemophobic.
The font isn't a problem, surely. There's no kerning involved.
Yeah.
But
You
this
So,
should
yeah.
business
do
talking,
some
this is
kerning when you're making a
there's a very small crossover of things that I don't know that Jilon doesn't know, and vice versa.
kerning is the
Yeah, it's the letters too
space
close.
between letters. Yeah.
Mhm.
I've seen funny
Well, it's not the
examples of
letters
that.
too close. It's the actual like distance between. So
Oh, the
it could
spacing, right?
be-
So some letters are too close and some are too far. So it's
Yeah.
hard to read, and it looks like one word is multiple words, and etc.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like when you mess up ant sometimes. Mm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so something like that.
Yeah.
But that's for a business chat. We're not.
Yeah. Oh, look. I think one of the vampires is licking the blood off the ground.
Well, we had to leave this. We had to keep this open to a lot of people because it was a big political thing, so we couldn't restrict the invite list as much as normal.
Yeah. Must be one of those baggers or something that don't drink from the tap, so to speak.
Who could say what they want?
Yeah. All right. So, as you two chat, let us go to Kozaline.
Yes.
As you're there with everyone, Julian Luna approaches you.
Hi, Julian. Can I help you with something?
Just want to see if there's anything I can actually help you with. Your theater has reopened.
Yes, it's been quite fun. We've been working on a Wizard of Oz show recently.
Oh, is it a Wicked version?
No. If I were to do Wicked, it would be gay, and they won't let me license it out like that, so.
Thought Wicked already was that. Okay.
Unfortunately, no.
Huh. I have totally underestimated what Wicked was. I should go out and see the newer
It
stuff.
was like totally painted to be gay, and then in the end, she wanted to go for a male love interest, which is like, I'm not gonna get into Wicked. Like, don't get me started.
You are very passionate about your theater.
Yes.
Speaking of which, I know sometimes it seems like you are a bit standoffish when I'm around or when I talk to you. Like you don't trust me.
I don't trust anybody. That's not just for you.
I want to make sure it wasn't like a particular mistrust just towards me more so. I mean, yes, when it comes to vampires in general, trust is not a very forthcoming commodity. But I wanted to let you know that I'm not wanting harm to you. I want the best of all of our kind, including you. And I know that you struggle, or at least from what I understand, struggle with our condition more than some. So I'm here for you if you need to talk about how to be more than what we are, so to speak. I've learned how to control the beast stronger than most. But that's beside the point. My actual thing is I actually know a few singers, opera based. If you plan on doing any kind of opera based plays.
Am I doing the Phantom of the Opera?
So I know some more professionals from back west. So if
I
you
will
want
take
to
that into
elevate,
consideration.
I'm also actually a fan of more classic theater, as you I guess you could say. And if you need need someone to help patronage stuff, I'd be willing to help out.
And I would love to learn more about the old theater. I do really enjoy historical theaters. There's a reason why I live in one. But thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. I used to go to theater a lot more when I was younger. I was considered very proper with my parents growing up. You know how Italian families are.
It's funny because my parents thought I was a freak for liking theater.
Hmm.
So
Generational thing.
Yeah, isn't it great?
Yeah. Did you know at one point theaters were not like this prim and prissy kind of presentation, and the audience were
Oh, yeah.
involved and everything? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Classic theater is all about it. I mean, I've read Shakespeare. I know.
I actually went to a play in Dodge City one time, and I tell you what, that was very different than what people consider now. It was what 1849 or something like that, 1848. Them the people there were very enthusiastic about the play going on.
I imagine so.
Yes. It was fun. Piano going, people hooting and hollering, just speaking. It's like watching Rocky Horror Picture with people.
Yeah. I've been to to a college theater. I know.
Hmm. Yeah. But yeah, so just wanted to, make sure that we are friendly, nice term, because I really think that there's more to you, Kozaline, than you let people know of, and that there's a greatness in you that can be brought out. You just have to work on that. Yeah.
I don't know about that one, but
Oh no, I can see it. I'm you, Mari, Liz in a way. Not so much Jilon. I think with Jilon, what we see is what we get. I
he's
don't think
perfect the way he is.
yes, it's very much I am what I am and I'm happy. And that's amazing. Very few people get
That
to
is
that state.
incredible.
Yeah. Your new fellow Sean, he has some issues to work through. Hopefully he gets that done. Yeah. But yeah, so if you were interested in stuff, like I said, I do know some opera singers and stuff, then we could get something like that going for your playhouse. And work on some things like that.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Luna.
You're welcome. All right, let's see here. All right, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me just find someone here. Just looking for a name. You're in the car, so yeah. I'm just looking over my whole list of people.
Do think people do fireworks for Columbus Day?
Really? Oh, that's
At least around here, people do fireworks for fucking everything.
it's
Yeah,
true.
All right. Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah, an individual wearing a lot of Adidas approaches you.
I imagine I'm there with like equivalent of a juice box or whatever, the bag. Just
It's like,
polite nod. Just,
hey man, what's going on?
not much. What's going on with you?
I can't remember if we met before. You're down at that community center sometimes, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah. You're hanging out with a group that used to hang out with Adrian.
You know what? That name kind of sounds familiar. Yeah. So I would assume so.
Yeah. Name's Ravil.
Yeah, Sean.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, so I heard some rumors around here and stuff that you were into cars and vehicles.
Yeah, more on the, working on them and maybe driving around, but yeah, I'd say so.
Are there any parts you're having trouble finding?
Stock parts? No, I got that covered. And I've not been able to get out super often to the other parts of those interests to find more, specialized pieces, if you know what I mean.
Well, I know several trucks that have loose back ends if you're looking for some high-end special things like spoilers, NOS, special paints, things like that, to mod stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Some Cadillac converters.
Not bad. You know what? If he I guess pulls out his card and just hands it to him, just like, if I hear anything or if you need any assistance, it's my number.
I'm trying to find my niche in the city. I'm not from here. I'm actually from Russia.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, came here a bit ago. Long story involving people and it's about cults and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Then I came here and I met a friend and his name was Adrian. We were getting real close and I was like, buddy, and I was like, yeah, this guy's cool. And then he just left without telling me really. And now my other friend Amar, he told me he's leaving the city, and I'm like, oh, all my friends are leaving.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
So you're into cars, yes?
Oh, I'm into some cars. Yes, I'm more into the modding of things, making them, putting the surround sound and the cool stuff, the rims, make it look cool.
I might be able to point you in a couple directions, expand your circle of friends.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it's hard meeting friends, especially once they find out more details about me.
I think I got a couple that won't mind whatever the heck's going on in the background with you, but
and I have been practicing some of my more unique discipline stuff. So if you need some alterations, I can help you with that too. I was learning that for Adrian, but he left.
Alterations?
Yeah, I can. If you want your jawline adjusted some, or ears lifted a little, make yourself look a bit cool.
They have vampire magic plastic surgeons.
You've never heard of it?
I'm kind of new.
Oh, he puts his arm around you. Here, that's stuck.
All right.
Takes you to a little corner area. He gets a little cocktail things like. So, yeah. So there, you do know what disciplines are, right?
I think I got a slight gist.
Yeah. So there's certain ones that are frowned upon in most vampiric society because they are associated with certain clans, and
Okay.
those clans are looked down upon. Well, the clan I belong to know this thing. It's a kind of flesh crafting where we can alter skin and tissue and bones. Yeah, Adrian was trying to look into it, and I was like working to make it better and stuff to help him learn. And like I said, he just disappeared. I don't know what happened to him. But
Hmm.
since you're here, if you need it, like to disguise yourself, to get away from things, I could, do it for you. It is a bit painful. I could also teach you.
Hmm.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
I'm like one of the only people in the city who know how, I think.
And at the moment, I don't need anything like that. But the whole disguise thing to get away from stuff, that's not bad. So I might keep that in my back pocket just in case. But at the very least, I can still show you the couple of circles I know of, for car stuff, and one of them's more a little,
Mhm.
human-y, and the other one's
Oh.
more I got a couple people that might be interested. They're us. They're trying to start a thing that it's called a coterie, like a coterie. It's real.
I got it. Yeah, I got it. I
real-
got it.
It's real silly, but
That's
we
clever.
got at least 2.5 members.
What is a half? A child?
Well, no.
Dog?
No, we're just not really sure if he wants in or not.
Uh,
He's very kind of standoffish, but he's a nice guy.
so who's all in there?
So we got this guy named Arthur that's way out location.
The guy in the big house?
Yeah, that's him. He's the one that we're not
They're
really
in the big blue house.
we're not really sure if he's in or not, but he's at least humoring us. I also got Jack. I think that the Mal
Malkavian?
yeah, that's the thing. And then me.
Oh, so you're counting yourself up. So you friends with that Arthur fella?
Yeah, I'd say that, sure. I've at least worked for him a couple times, and he's like, "Do you want a wife for payment?" And it's like, cash is fine.
Well, just a fair warning, don't piss him off.
I got that vibe, but also I don't want to do that anyway.
Yeah. So he goes by Arthur. Ah,
Yeah.
nice.
Do you know him as something different?
No, if Arthur's what he says, that is who he is. Yes.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah.
He probably hears us.
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah.
Arthur.
Yeah, especially if you're mentioning his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, about that. Yeah, so that's cool. But yeah, just I'll call you whenever I get some things from my back of the truck supplier.
Yeah, sure. And do you have any way for me to contact you? Give you.
Here, let me just text you my number.
Yep, it's this number.
Texting.
Yep.
Look at your phone. It's me.
Gotcha. And how do you spell your name?
Well, it is spelled Ravil.
Gotcha.
Last name is spelled Vasilyev.
Cool. All right. And mine's Sean.
Shawn.
Nope. Sean. More like scene.
Yeah, there's like a chow or there's an accent there that
Yeah.
that no one ever remembers to put on there.
Yeah, I didn't pick it. So I mean,
Very few people pick their names.
yeah.
Yeah, whenever you give a name to your child, you just hope that you pick a decent enough name that they'll enjoy it. And not like some horrible name like Jacob or Michael or Bob.
Kevin or Reese.
That's it.
Yeah.
Common like Luke. Um. So, having your heart to heart. Let's jump to Sophia.
Oh, hello.
Yes, everyone's getting a little scene tonight. As you're talking, a fellow Ventrue that you recognize partially approach you. It is Raymond Ross.
Raymond,
And he's like, Miss Miller.
Mr. Frost.
Yeah,
Nice to see you.
nice to see you too. So I'm under the impression that you are a little bit close to Miss Caldwell. Like, been hanging out with her.
I've made myself available to Lady Caldwell for any of her needs. She is in a position that she's new to, and I think we all in our clan need to support one another.
True. Yeah, I'm getting the impression by last time we communicated that she might have a how to put this. She might think less of me lately.
What would give you that impression?
She said she thinks less of me lately.
Oh.
I sent her an email and she's never responded.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't read into things if you didn't get a response. She's very busy, and there's been quite a bit going on since we last saw you. And I find in situations like that where you want to be sure there's no misunderstanding, reaching out, maybe you're here tonight, having a conversation, or at least scheduling a face-to-face after this for a night to come, and let her tell you herself if she's disappointed.
I wanted to see if you got any impressions, what she's thinking from yourself before I approach her.
Oh,
Just to see if, maybe you've heard her over talking or anything or whatnot.
well, Mr. Frost, anything that I've heard Lady Caldwell discuss in my presence that's not my personal business, I'm remiss to speak of. That is her business to share, and I wouldn't want to make assumptions on any of her feelings toward anyone else. I'm not in a position to speak for her, and that would be wrong of me to choose to at this point.
Let's see. Also, just on a slightly separate topic, you run some community centers in the area for less than um privileged individuals, I believe, or you got your
I'm
fingers in some of that.
I'm involved with local soup kitchen organization, taking care of those in need, those who, maybe need a leg up here and there when times get a bit rough and just need a little support. Yes.
Are you do you have any moral or ethical issues about illegal immigration? Like helping those in that situation?
I'm against anyone who's immigrating for very uncouth reasons, but people who are coming for a better life or to escape dangers from where they lived before and help themselves, I have no quarrel with them, especially when the system tends to fail them.
Ah, So I got a shipment of people coming in. That if you have the facilities, they could use some food and shelter temporarily while we get them through our little network. They paid a premium for it, so I'm trying to make sure I get a lot of stuff. One of my normal routines got kind of messed up during the conflict with Robin. So I'm trying to find alternative ones and also backups. They're coming in about 2 days. Do you think you'd be able to have some beds and soup for these individuals?
I'd be
I can,
interested
I
in
can obviously
helping.
I'll cut you in part of the share from the money they've given.
Yeah, I'd be interested in helping. My one caveat to that would be that we make sure that it's on the up and up with the prince, because anything can draw attention.
Well, I've got it plenty covered. Ebenezer and Marcos already, well, Ebenezer already cleared my work, so to speak, to the
I'm
city.
gonna insight check him because I don't trust this mofo.
You doubt his dignitatus?
I 100% doubt. Super doubt. Somebody, I
Wow.
believe, isn't he the one that lied about explosives being shipped?
He might have
Yes.
been less than forthcoming on things.
Yeah. Sophia's got a big red dot on this guy. Okay, let's see. I need to roll insight. 7 dice. All right, I got 4 successes.
He's, as far as you can tell, he's telling the truth about getting permission from Ebenezer before Ebenezer left to do
Okay.
his shipping business.
Mr.
Basic.
Frost, let me check with my people and make sure that we have the available beds and other things that would be necessary. Give me
6 people, by the way. It is the shipment is 6 units. It is a family.
Okay, 6 individuals. They're coming in 2 days. So
Yes.
I will inform you tomorrow evening if we'll be able to take care of that for you.
Wonderful. Good to help out. Is there anything in your particular business you could use for shipping? Anything you need shipped, delivered? Doesn't have to be legal. I'm fine with that. I can grease the right palms.
Nothing that ticks off on the top of my head this evening, but why don't we leave that open and I'll let you know if something comes up that I need your assistance on.
Um, um, sounds good. Yeah, because we Ventrue create connections so that we work together. Clan first, everything else second.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess later on I will try to talk with Miss Caldwell or
I think it's
Lady
important.
Caldwell.
It's important to go to the source. You'll get there's no question of how she feels if you hear it directly from her. And I think she respects someone being straightforward versus speaking to others close to her and behind her, not behind her back, but sort of. You don't want her to get the idea that you're talking about her with others.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. It's been a pleasure.
Always, it's wonderful, and as I said, tomorrow evening, I'll let you know.
Adios. I think everyone has had a scene.
I will make a point of looking for Liz after that conversation.
So what has Liz been doing while everyone else is having their one-on-ones with GM as he buys time for baby changing and stuff?
So she probably took a minute to after everything was done and you good? The questions were answered. Went and changed her shirt so she wasn't covered completely in blood and making everybody smell that all night long. And then just go around and chat with different ones. There was one person that I don't know if he would show up, but she was interested in seeing if did show up, that O'Donovan mentioned. It was the individual that sort of had like a network of the homeless folks in the city. I think he called himself the King of Bums. Or no, the pigeon network guy.
The pigeon breeder. You haven't talked to him before, have you?
I've not, no, but I think O'Donovan might have given me a description. He at least told me the guy's name and told me about him.
Sure, we'll say that they're there. Do you remember their name?
Victor, maybe?
I have his name.
I see. Katrina remembered with the baby. Yeah, it's Victor Cole.
Hey.
Yeah, so
I don't.
yeah, he is in fact there. He's in the
Okay.
corner. You just see him in the corner talking. He's an Nosferatu. He's got like a long beak-like nose. Got like his one eye slightly bigger than the other. And his skin is more like a grayish color tone to it as opposed to the pale color of normal people.
Mhm.
And and then he's got like kind of misproportioned ears also, like one slightly higher than the other. So not like super fugly, but you can tell he's a bit off.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, hello.
Mr. Cole, correct?
Ah, nah, Mr. Cole is my grandfather. Just call me Vic.
Vic it is.
Yeah. Lady Caldwell, I think that's the first time we've been meeting.
It is. I actually O'Donovan recommended that we have a conversation.
Oh, that's nice of him. I'm always willing to create my network.
You deal with all of the pigeon communication in the city, correct?
Yes.
I was just wondering if there was anything of interest that you thought would be interesting to share.
I try to keep, the lines and stuff private, so to speak, but you are the prince, so I guess I'm kind of obligated to lie, and break my confidentiality with some things, because if not, you can just order me executed.
I understand the need for
Anonymity,
yes,
confidentiality, classification,
but
secrets.
at the same time, I would hope that you would understand the value in breaching that in the interest of maintaining the safety of the city and all of the kindred therein.
Yeah, we'll go with that. And other than the fact that you can just order me staked and burnt to death at any
That
moment
too.
because I ticked you off. I mean, we'll go with the more moral high ground area. Yeah,
I like both.
yeah. So is there anything in particular? Sorry, that's my pigeon. He keeps making sounds. Oh,
He just has one on his shoulder.
yeah, this is Pitchicles the second.
No.
Oh,
Can you actually hear her doing her humming thing?
Yeah, a little bit. We hear an occasional.
So in particular, my first thought is if you've heard anything from Robin Menard.
Robin, he's cut off a lot of the pigeon communication to his groupings of the anarchs, due to the fact that he doesn't trust me to keep it secret from the prince.
That's fair.
Yeah. But that does indicate that there is an area of the city where my network of pigeons don't fly to as often. So it does kind of create a little gap to where I kind of notice. Because even though I am, officially a member of the Camarilla, everyone uses my services for the most part. Because again, I do keep a very high level of classification for most things. Most messages just go through me without even anyone knowing. Because,
I completely understand. There's a
Yeah.
reason we're at O'Donovan's tonight.
the
If-
decor, the beverages, the
It's
music.
It's open to all kindred in the city,
Yeah, that's Elysium.
regardless of.
Well, there's other Elysiums. There's Kinetics. There's a Pep Me Up. There's
There are, but O'Donovan's is a bit
museums.
more universal as far as I'm concerned. It's also
Yeah.
the oldest and most familiar to everyone.
It's not actually the oldest, but it has been here a while.
Well, the
As
oldest
a-
of the three that
Oh, you only consider the clubs. Yeah. Yeah, it's the oldest. Kinetics is a bit overpriced, for my opinion. I mean, and then a Pep Me Up that's a little bit lower, and that's nice, and I like it, but it's a little dark in there sometimes. But Kinetics is a little bit high end, but this place has a charm to it. Yeah.
The other thing I was interested in, it was mentioned tonight, and I don't know if there's any actual merit to it. Have you heard of anything of Sabbat activity in the city?
What activity? I've seen some rumors going around that a couple cells have entered the city and trying to disrupt things. There was one that there was some gossip around, but I think she left.
Carmilla, was it?
Yeah, she came in through, and then there's the I think some of the thin bloods were forming some sort of Sabbath thing going on.
Mhm.
But there have been some things where there's like one or two small cells, but their cells are very small. It's only like 3 or 4 vampires per cell. So still keep an eye. I haven't seen anything too big, but
Yeah, if you could provide me anything that you hear about these cells that are active, or and perhaps which areas of the city your pigeons have not been visiting, I'd be interested in that information.
yeah, the areas. I'll be honest. Robin is basically keeping the area around his actual domain that is under his control. Uh, it's roughy there. Like, I'll be perfectly honest. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that, no, not even for the fact, like it's kind of blaringly obvious that this man is either trying to set up a trap or isn't really thinking like chest level thinking, because with a network of pigeons and then just the fact that it's where it used to be and his people and stuff, it seems pretty obvious where he's held up. I mean, anyone with like a basic analytic skill should be able to figure it out. It's okay, pigeon.
I think she was having a nightmare.
No, she's too young for nightmares. I mean, she does have old person hair right now, but yeah. Yeah, she, like her hair is really big in the back and like around the sides, but the ball, top. So it kind of looks like the that old man hairstyle at the moment.
Yeah, it's unclear sometimes whether Robin is planning something incredibly smart or just being incredibly stupid.
Honestly, the impression I got back in the day when I used to know him a bit more was he's one of those individuals who just likes starting shit. Like, he likes disrupting
Doesn't follow through.
systems. Yeah, he just likes disrupting things to disrupt. It's kind of like those have you ever played role playing games?
Not really.
Yeah,
I'm
there's this.
familiar.
Yeah, it's a game that people play, and there's always that one player who wants to skate ice skate uphill by making a character that just wants to disrupt everything in the game. And it's like, oh no, I'm gonna, be contrarian to everything going on for whatever reason. And it's like, well, why are you just causing random chaos in the game? You're not really accomplishing anything. And
You don't
I
gotta call me out like that, Kevin. Jeez.
Are you a fan of these sorts of hobbies, or just passingly familiar?
Nah, you're kidding. I mean, I've been playing those for a while. I'm a bit of a geek.
I actually may know somebody that shares that hobby if you're interested.
Yeah, I started gaming before role-playing games existed.
Ah, yes, a war game
Yeah.
connoisseur.
Oh yeah. Yeah, back
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 when they
when-
were murder mystery parties.
back when we were establishing like big old war games and stuff. It was nice. But yeah, I got into it, and then like about 1978 or whatever, saw them in the local hobby shop, and I was like, hey, and just been going from there. What's really cool is nowadays, I saw a lot of people online. You can create like these avatars or like use images and stuff on like computers, so you don't actually have to see faces. Because I'm a little weird looking, if you know what I mean.
He's a VTuber.
Looks like somebody's
love
been punching
this.
my face a bit too often. Ah. Like I fell
I
out of the
will-
I
ugly
would
tree and
love
got hit
it
by a
if-
couple branches.
I absolutely have to introduce you to my friend Kozaline.
Does she know someone named
If he knows
Chad-
Colin,
Chad? No, not Chad. It starts with a C.
Oh,
Colin.
nailed it. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. That guy, I don't know if it's been a couple months since last I talked to him, but somebody needs to talk to him.
I believe she's dealt with it, but I'll
Good.
make sure that she's
We were at a gaming
she'll
store
follow up.
and he was talking some stuff that he shouldn't be talking about at that store. Yeah. It was a couple months ago, so if he's been dealt with since then. That's cool and all, but yeah, he was talking. He said he had this wonderful gem or something named Kozaline, who is a vampire, and she wears capes and is fabulous, and that he loves the games and they're so entertaining. And I'm just kind of like, please tell me this is all just some sort of LARPing thing, and she's not actually one of us, because that's just so hard. But I couldn't really say much because I had to keep the Masquerade 2 at the shop.
Mhm.
Yeah, which is lots of hoods and glasses and stuff. I mean,
Mm,
yeah,
I was wondering.
yeah. I wear a hat and put up a hood, wear some sunglasses. I like winter because you can put a scarf on and no one notices.
That's helpful, yeah.
Yeah, and then foundation, some makeup. I actually took some mortuary classes to learn how to apply makeup successfully on essentially a corpse, because we don't have the natural oils that a lot of makeup is
That's really smart.
utilized based on.
I had to relearn a lot of that when I was embraced myself.
Yeah, you got to blend just right. Surprisingly, those are courses you might want to take.
I'll have to consider it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
If you need someone to, or if you just want me, I can come by and teach you. I'm pretty good at makeup anymore now.
I may consider it.
It's one of my hobbies. It just developed. I breed pigeons, I play RPGs, and I do makeup.
He's living the best life.
I mean,
That's the dream.
when one lives forever, one has to come up with new and interesting hobbies every few decades. Completely understand.
Yeah, I've been around a bit. 2 centuries now.
Nice.
Yeah.
I am a bit fresher at this than that.
I know. Yeah. Anyway, good luck.
Thank
If I
you.
get any more information, I'll let you know.
Absolutely.
And he looks over. He's like, "Oh, someone's drinking up the blood. I was going to try to get some of that." Oh, damn it. All right.
Who is licking the floor? Do I recognize this asshole?
All right. Let's see. Who is licking up the floor? Who is that uncouth?
Pavel.
No, I will say it is Mr. Johnson, Richard. He's just like,
Why am I not surprised?
people just kind of like, ugh, at the same time, they want to look down on him for doing that, but they're also like, "Well, there's a little bit of vampire blood laying there. Well, there's some sweet stuff." He's like, "Don't judge the way I live."
Nasty.
Yeah, and then I'll go see if Cozy is free at all.
Hey, what's up?
Met another kindred in the city that might be interested in RPGs.
You? Because I've been trying to get you to play for a while.
I'm so busy, Cozy. You know that, hon.
I know. Every fucking day it's a new fucking thing. Sometimes you gotta just
You're
say
telling
fuck
me.
all of you and take a break.
I will when the city's not on fire, which may never happen, but
This is Baltimore City. If nothing is on fire, somebody's getting shot. You're not gonna get like a perfect day off.
I mean, as long as it's not our people getting shot, I can tolerate that.
Oh, it just takes you in your face and your like cheeks, and just says, "My darling, my love, you are way too stressed out about everything. You're gonna cause yourself to die somehow just by stressing out about this."
Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, that's gonna happen eventually, no matter what.
Well, yes, but I
I
mean,
don't expect to.
prematurely, and for vampires that could be tomorrow, it can be in 2,000 years, but you will crack if you keep this up.
But it was that Nosferatu over there. Apparently, he handles the very real pigeon network.
Hmm.
Also mentioned that he'd run into Colin at a gaming store. Granted, he said this was a few months ago, and Colin was yammering about how his GM is a vampire. So I'll just
Yeah.
maybe follow up on him and make sure that he's
I think he's fine.
I'm sure he
Hanging
is
out.
now, but
Yeah, we took care of it.
Then you just hear him in the
You having
distance. And
fun? You had a good time murdering that son of a bitch?
very glad I didn't lose my cool. I was a little afraid I might. I
was worried about that too.
I don't know how I feel about the fact that it's the first time that I've had a taste of proper vitae other than a drop here or there since my embrace, but
Yeah. It is,
oh, he wasn't your type, was it? Now, how old is he?
it doesn't work for it doesn't apply to kindred.
Damn.
I think it specifically says when you drink from a mortal.
Oh, my arm hurts so bad.
but you might be able to learn something from him.
Technically, I could, yeah.
I thought that's what you were talking about. But she holds your hand and she says, "I understand way too well. It is a very interesting taste now."
Yeah.
There's a reason why I don't like to partake.
I know. I just Yeah, it's a complicated thing for everybody has different ways they go about feeding. I understand that.
Yeah.
I think after this, we're going to have to deal with Robin soon. And I have a couple of ideas.
Well, that's good. I mean, we've been skirting around Robin's situation for a very long time.
Yeah, we have.
I'm ready when you are. My princess.
Yes, queen.
Shut it. Victor, the pigeon breeder, did point out a thing that should have been fairly obvious, that Robin is so clearly not hiding. I had assumed this whole time that he was smarter than it appears he truly is. And either he's a fucking moron or he wants us to go after him. He's laying a trap.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that he wants us to be to basically beat him up and then be like, "Oh, look at those fucking Camarilla, like taking on blah 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 blah," you know, that kind of thing. But I think that if you have the what's it called? Permission? I don't know. Support, that's the word. The support of the anarchists that are not with Robin, with the other barons perhaps. That might be a good idea. Because that seems like his play, you know, to cause the uptick in anarchists. Which I get. We are a little bit of bitches, but like, you know, girl boss and all that.
Yeah, it does seem like he was freezing out all of the other barons.
Yes.
And I know that before Ebenezer left, he was considering trying to make some kind of treaty with the other barons. And I think that would be
a
worthwhile endeavor.
Yes. I feel like we've been playing around with our own groups and
Our own issues.
Yeah. And barons might be a little pissed about that. But you know.
For what it's worth, the barons are also kind of used to being on their own to begin with and ignored by the Camarilla usually anyway.
It's true. But, you know, if you leave it for a very long time, it's gonna get spicy.
Hmm.
The pigeon is absolutely right.
It followed me.
Yeah.
There's a reason he knows everything.
Well.
So, as you're chatting, Liz, your phone rings. God.
I look and see who's calling.
So,
Who?
the detective?
Oh, okay. Oh, the PI or
Yeah.
Okay. I will answer.
Yeah, it is
Elizabeth Caldwell.
Raystone. It's like, yes, this is Raystone. You sent me to do some investigations and stuff for you.
I did.
I know where the ghost is.
Fabulous.
I kind of have him cornered. Would you like to confront it and see if we can do something?
I mean, you can make it so that we can communicate with it.
I got a method. I had a Tremere individual friend of mine create some wards around a building and trapped it.
Nice. Give me 1 second. Let me put you on brief hold.
Okay. What's your hold music?
It's a cell phone. It's probably just dead air. And I'm gonna find Mari and grab Cozy and be like, we should try and gather up as many people in the coterie as we can, because apparently he has cornered the ghost and asked if we wanted to talk with it.
Right now?
Apparently.
It is getting pretty late.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know how long he can keep that thing cornered.
Alright, I mean, if you're okay with it.
So what's Mari doing?
I think she's just walking around a little bit. Yeah, I don't know if she. I guess she's gonna go up to talk to Sean real quick.
Hello.
Hey, who was that guy?
His name was Ravel. Apparently he knew Adrian.
Oh, that's not good.
He seemed nice.
Well, so did Adrian.
Yeah, okay.
No disrespect to Bob. If you're watching this,
Only disrespect to Adrian.
only disrespect to Adrian. But yeah, okay, that's that. Did he say what he wanted?
I mean, he wanted to know if I was hanging out with you guys. And then also wanted to know if I wanted to buy car parts off of him. And at the moment, not right now, but you know, things might change. I don't know. So we talk. Yeah, again, seems like a nice guy.
I feel weird asking this, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Do you have any bit of wanting to change your mind about helping me kill your sire?
Fucking shut up.
A couple people were just walking around like,
No, I don't say it like that. I don't say it that high.
remember,
It's just-
several of them might be using, they're not supposed to, aspects. So
Oh,
be
that's
careful.
true. Then never mind. And
I
do
can
the
still say.
thing.
Somebody, he's like stared blankly, and someone behind her is like, walk this way. You're embarrassing.
Not embarrassing.
What the fuck are you talking about? Ouch, my knee. Ah, Jilon and his stupid chairs.
Hey,
Just somewhere across the room. Someone's.
How
someone's
I hear
assaulted my-
things.
rude.
What?
What do you mean? What?
You
Like,
you came to me. What do you want?
I don't know. Like, you know,
English,
you know,
please. I don't
the
speak
thing-
Italian.
The thing with your sire.
About it.
Hello?
Have I? You're asking if I've changed my mind?
Yeah.
I don't know. What am I
I mean,
supposed
you don't know.
what am I supposed to fucking do?
Don't be so loud. I just, I don't know. I don't, honestly, this whole thing is just like very, it seems very, very stressful, okay? And I agreed with Sasha that I was going to help out and stuff. And if you would like to give me any information or you would like to help, then look, I know that kind of sucks like a lot. Really,
Yeah.
she sucks a lot. And it would probably be a lot easier if you weren't under her thumb anymore, you know, for a lot of stuff. And I don't know. I got this. She pulls up her sleeve, and she's like, "Look, I got this tattoo."
Wow, that's really nice. What is it?
It's a frog on.
What's a frog?
It's a frog on a cherry blossom.
Okay.
Oh, he doesn't know what a fucking frog is. Like, hello?
Yeah, forever rely on God. Yeah.
What?
That's what frog stands for.
You don't know what a fucking frog is?
It did not. We're not talking about that right now. Get out of here, you.
You're not there.
It just means something.
It's apparently a coven that I joined.
Why?
I don't know. I'm doing a lot of stupid shit lately. Okay.
And you want me to join in? I'm not a witch. I don't look good in fishnets.
Yeah.
Trust me, there was a time, you know, I was kind of desperate for money for, you know, for half a second. I don't want to talk about it,
Okay, we don't have to talk about
but
it.
never talk about it ever again.
I won't say a single word to literally
This will never be
anyone.
brought up in any other episode ever again.
No.
And Jilon is just in the corner, is like, tea.
Fishnets. Oh wait, I can't do that. That's not a symbol I can use.
Just
just
draw a fish and then draw a net.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because they want to
Yeah.
go
With
fishing.
some sexy legs, you know?
And then leg.
Just
no,
with
but
legs and then that. Yeah.
That-
Okay, why are you showing me your freaking tattoo?
well, first of all, I was proud of it and I wanted you to see it.
Okay. Did you draw it?
No, well, yeah, I did, kinda.
What, you did or you didn't?
Well,
Obviously not the tattoo. Why are we talking about this?
okay, sorry. No, look, no, my point is I probably have another person that could help out. It's the river.
I thought you were enemies or rivals or something.
No, we're cool.
I guess because you joined the same coven, or did you made it? What?
We have a coven ourselves now.
I'm very confused.
I don't. It's she doesn't vibe.
Damn. Did do be like that sometimes.
No, but I think that I could get her to help, and then it would be 3 of us, and then 4 if you help, and that's against 1, and it's, you know, it'd be. I feel like you, like, I know you don't want to because you're scared, but I'm also scared, of a lot of things. And like this tattoo,
You're scared of needles and you got a tattoo?
yeah.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. Because I thought the frog and the cherry blossom would be cool.
Didn't you get like a temporary tattoo and you just keep copies or something?
Oh,
Get a
because I would-
sleeve, get like a sleeve, you print it on the sleeve itself and then you can just slide it on and off.
It was kind of like I was kind of bound to it because I made up this weird story about how like my Nona needed to be talked to. My Nona was dead. My Nona's not dead. She's alive. Very, very, very much alive. Living in Italy. And
Okay.
like, yeah, like, and I felt like I was kind of like, I had to get the tattoo at that point.
Let's back it up.
Okay.
What do you want?
I told you what I wanted.
I need you to say it again because I have forgotten because you're talking about frog tattoos and covens and ovens and other shit. I listen. Listen, I'm from Canada. I don't understand. French was my first language.
Okay.
Need you to repeat it because I'm a moron. I have 3 dots in intelligence.
It's pretty
That's
good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's like
Not-
way above average for this group.
What the fuck are you talking about? I'm pretty intelligent.
We want you to be the bagged milk in our container in the fridge.
Sean.
That
I don't
sounds
know
like
if
she's proposing something.
I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of
completely
commitment.
different.
Sean, will you be my bag man? No,
You're gonna have to ask my dad about that.
I don't know your dad. Sean,
What?
your
Mark.
whole thing with Millie is bad. It's a bad situation, and I'm gonna get you out of it one way or another. But I'm asking you one more time before I get River involved in this, before I possibly get Cozy involved in this,
Why would Cozy get involved with this?
because it's Cozy.
A little bit of time. I've known Cozy. That sounds like a Cozy thing, I guess.
Listen, I am going to probably kill her one way or another.
Cozy?
No, Millie, keep up.
I always knew this was gonna be my end.
I'm very stressed. I'm very confused. I am a moron. Fuck it. Sure. Yeah. Whatever. I'll just. Whatever. I'll help you.
You're gonna help me?
Sure. Just get out of my face, please.
Hey guys, we need to go. We got a call from the great beyond, so we should go.
Great
I
pumpkin.
don't want to interrupt anything that's going on here, but we gotta go.
We're gonna call from the Great Pumpkin.
Not the great pumpkin.
Damn it.
Don't worry, we'll get to that.
Wait. Is Great Pumpkin real?
Damn right I'm real.
Yes. Wait.
Wrong game.
Fuck around and find out, bitch.
I don't want to find out.
I mean, Santa's real, so. who knows?
Oh, god damn it.
Fuck that guy in the red suit.
You'll
Fuck
never
that
guess
guy.
what clan he's in.
Santa. No,
Santa
Ferratu.
slays.
Oh, Cat's thinking about it really hard.
Santa's a changeling.
Clearly he's Malkavian because he thinks he lives in the North Pole.
Well,
And he doesn't.
and they are good at sneaking.
So, try to get everybody back together, or you
Could
just?
see Austrocate.
Hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna try and gather everyone up.
Jilon has heard all this talk, but is just waiting for you to come to him.
I'll go
So,
gather up Jilon.
Let's get it.
Alright.
Ghosts.
Yeah, so apparently the PI found our ghost friend and we can talk to him if we want.
Wow, that guy's unbeatable.
I do
Did you
not.
say anything before?
Huh?
Why didn't you say anything before?
the call.
Oh, okay.
So now we know who they're gonna call.
Us.
Us.
But what are we gonna do?
Well, I looked to Mari. It's only if you guys want to talk to him. If you don't want to actually talk to him, we can just ask Stone to banish him. Or
No,
I
would-
always
or
like
whatever.
talking to ghosts. It's always fun.
I would like to talk to him. If it is who we think it is, no, I would like to say a few things.
Yeah, I have some words to take with him.
What if he's
and
been
a
in contact
swift kick in the crotch.
with that guy that he was trying to bring back?
It was the guy who made my leg into beef jerky.
Yeah.
Mhm. But he's trying to summon someone through that portal that one time.
Yeah, he was trying
And
to
maybe
summon our
he's-
Uncle Augie.
Maybe he found his uncle over there.
Maybe it's the other one. I don't know if this is Jerky Leg or he might have been the one that got killed. Either way, it's one of those two.
We'll find out.
I can't
Jer-
remember which one did which thing.
The one who got turned, into chunky salsa,
Mhm.
was the big burly one. The one who opened the portal and fell into the portal was the guy who turned Cozy's leg into a Slim Jim.
Just make sure. I get those two confused.
Yeah.
Volter and Volter is the one who got killed. So this would be pretty sure it's Lucio.
Lucio, yeah.
For those wondering, go back and rewatch that episode so long
That was
ago.
so many episodes ago.
So, so y'all gonna go ghost hunting?
Yeah, I suppose so.
I'll sit in the car.
No, do you want me to cast a protection against ghosts?
Well, for what it's worth, Rayson did say that he had another Tremere. I don't know who. I should ask. Put some
Yeah.
wards on the building to make sure that the ghost couldn't get out.
Good. I don't have to go in.
Robin.
I have no idea. I didn't ask. I was more interested in making sure that we knew what we were doing. So I'm gonna take Ray off hold and ask him where we're meeting him.
Just like
I assume it hasn't been that long.
Man, it's like a bunch of dialogues between players here.
It's a party. Everyone's mingling.
So you ready? I can give you the address.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the address. Blah 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 blah. I think it's a old house. One of the row home areas.
And then looking to specifically Mari and Cozy, considering the two of you are the ones that were most affected by all of this, I'll ask you before anyone else. Did you want to invite Sophia along for this joyride, or?
No, my answer.
Maybe her leg would turn to jerky too.
I thought she was a part of this.
No, she's been hanging around a lot, and I wanted to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Okay.
If you like her.
I think
I can't
she's
stop you from hanging out with people.
a useful person to have around, and she's got a lot of similar interests that we do. But for this specific thing, this is This is our issues.
True. Me as Cozy, I don't think she wants Sophia to come. Me as Aya wants Sophia to come because I want Jeanette to be able to play.
Well, she can do other
I
things.
can't think of a rational reason why she would say, yeah,
Mhm.
good idea to bring her along. Other than, oh yeah, ghost bait.
Other than just a punker.
Up to you. Mari.
Oh, but like I said, I thought that Sophia was a part of this. So
All right. I guess let's head over there.
It's
And I
just-
will text Sophia and let her know that we're heading out to deal with a prior commitment.
So who's all going?
I think all of us except Sophia, and Sean is going to stay in the car. Is that right?
Yep, I'll stay in the car, but I'll head over.
Get the way driver.
Mm.
So
Get myself away. That ghost is attacking. Nope. Bye.
John, if you get the fuck out of here without us, I will come back.
I'm
and
just
haunt your house.
imagining
Well, eat
that
your
we go
jerky.
in, and then as we're heading out, it turns out that the doors are like the automatic opening doors, and he's like, "Nope, ghosts are out. Bye." Just takes the
Oh.
fuck off.
Like a
No.
one in, one out type of thing.
I will text Liz back and say, let me know if you need anything. Also, Mr. Frost approached me about a business opportunity, and I'd like to get your opinion and approval. I told him I'd let him know tomorrow night at your convenience.
Yeah, we'll have to meet up and talk about it. And I guess we're driving over to wherever this ghosty
Mhm.
is.
drive there. You see the address. You see Mr. Stone standing with his trench coat and fedora outside of it, just like. You notice that the lights in this area seem to be darker. You think he might be using a discipline for that.
Mr. Stone.
You see a little bit of fog. It's like, Miss Caldwell.
You mentioned that you had somebody put these words up for you. Can I ask who?
Yes, you can.
Who?
I reached out to the Tremere Chantry around here, and a fellow named Sharkane came out and put some words up for me. He said
Oh.
Frederick told him to come out and do it for him. So I'm hoping they will be strong.
I'm not familiar with the name. Look to Mari. Do you trust
is-
his
He's
skill?
still here.
Sharknane? No, he said he had to catch a baseball game or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, he said he's learning how to utilize TiVo.
Good for him.
I didn't
True
think anyone
wizard.
used TiVo anymore, but
I would think Gregory would have taught him.
maybe. Yeah. Apparently he's trying to
I feel like
catch up.
Gregory's busy as shit.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, at the at the Tremere Chantry, man, popcorn's a lot better when you soak it in blood, right? Yeah. Go Mets!
Oh,
Oh god, I'm just imagining like the butter squirter at a movie theater, but
You could put that right into a person.
now, okay, is it wet though, or is it crunchy? Like, does it become like kettle corn
Oh
situation?
yeah, is it like the dried stuff?
yeah,
If you eat it fast enough, it's still crunchy.
Yeah. But
And
they're
hot.
probably
Sorry, Jeanette.
might be those people who put too much on and they complain. Worked at a movie theater for 7 years. And people, we'd stand there and see people take their bags of
popcorn's
popcorn
soggy.
and put like half a ton of butter, and they're like, it's stale. No, it's not. You just put half a ton of butter on it, and it's not stale. It's fucking soggy. So you have the building, and yeah, Mr. Jones like, so he assures us that the award should hold for what we need. Is your friend staying in the car? He seems like he's seen a ghost.
He's
Not yet.
not as interested in ghosts.
He's all right. So yeah.
Sitting in there, he just pulls out sage out of nowhere. Where'd he get that? So yeah, Stone walks up, unlocks the door. He's like, I rented the building to set the trap up, by the way. I'm gonna have to add that to your bill.
That's understandable.
And you walk in, and as you walk in, everyone except for Sean and Sophia, but else is going in. Jilon, the place is quite hideous, just so you know.
Why does it always like this? Why can't they trap a ghost in like a ballroom in a hotel or something?
Yeah.
Why can't that ever happen?
That'd be too easy.
And as they go and close the door, we actually cut to a scene where just imagine like the world flipping over and a dark, desolate, ruined version of Baltimore is pictured. And there's a
Oh,
building
Baltimore.
with magical words and a ghost inside. But meanwhile, at a building not too far is a group of Reese, and the one's just like, God damn it, these vampires keep fucking shit up. And we'll see what goes on there with our special episode next time for Halloween, where people are playing Wraiths.
I'm so pumped.
I'm
I'm gonna
shocked
do
and
s-
surprised.
I'm gonna do such funky makeup. Oh my god.
So yeah, that's it for our session tonight. Next time should be our Halloweenish episode, which hopefully will air around Halloween. If you're seeing this in the future, it doesn't matter because you're watching it. But yeah, so a special Wraith one shot. It's gonna be fun and see how things go from there. Thank you. Let's go around with any kind of special post game announcements. Don't have it. Normally don't have it. Oh yeah, anything going on?
Hey everybody, go find me. I go on there on all my socials. I have art commissions and Kickstarter probably already over, so and you can go watch my game Saffron Academy every other week on Fraction Moon D&D. It is a fun magical mystery school game. Right now we're like in the midst of doing some free time between grand adventures, and we'll see what comes up, because in my head I already have the name of the next adventure, next season if you will, but I'm not gonna say it because it's spoilers, so guess you're gonna have to find out.
Oh, find
Fuck
out.
around.
Yes. All right. Let's see. Jeanette.
Hi, I'm Jeanette. You can find me on Twitter. My handle is on the overlay. Check out my uncanny Candy is Cozy's other name. Uncanny_adventures Twitch channel. I've got YouTube, Patreon, and some other things like that. And I run some other games and playing some other games. So go check me out, follow my stuff.
Callie.
Hello. You can find me at I'm sorry. You can find me at Callie on Twitter. I blog Muppet stuff, or I retweet Muppet stuff. I run a game every other Tuesday called Unwritten. I and Reese are in it. It's on Fractured Moon D&D. I think it's a fun time. You should watch it. Again, that's 8 o'clock every other Tuesday on Fractured Moon D&D. That's it for me.
All right. Finally, Katrina, got anything? Does baby have anything?
Maybe. She is
Oh.
dead to the world, sleeping. So all of our new games are finally being posted now. I'm so excited for that. So there's Chantry House Baltimore, the mage game, our new Rune Lords for Savage Pathfinder game, which is super fun. I'm so excited about it. As well as our Power Rangers game. All of those are uploading. They're uploading every week, so a lot of the stuff is like backlogged, so it was filmed a while ago, but it's there now. But yeah, it's super cool, so go check that out. And our Regency themed one shot finally just aired a couple of days ago, so go check that out. It's super fun and exciting, and I GM'd it.
Yes. It was very good.
Yes. Yeah, so just yeah, thank you for joining us. Check out our channel. Everything Katrina said, plus just check it all out. It's amazing. Episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and other things. Woo!
Woo!
Got so
Yeah.
much. Yeah, I got 4 different games running. Woo! This is our longest running one, and soon after the one shot, the 50th episode anniversary. Though it is not the 50th vampire game we've uploaded, it is the 50th of the proper episodes.
Numbered
So
episodes.
We're gonna have 50 characters in it.
Oh God. I mean, we
You
have
don't
more
have to
than
do all of
50 NPCs.
yes, it's the episode where we just go through the list of every single NPC we created and just give you their bio.
Oh my God.
We're welcoming them to a big party, each
Yeah.
one.
Okay, so we're going to commission Callie and Aya to make the 50 of them, and
I was gonna say, I'm like, I feel like we need a lot more artists if we
I
want
can
them by
draw
that
things that
time.
aren't people. I can draw things that don't look like people or like real things.
You can take up all the Nosferatu ones.
Oh yeah, I could draw like a shark or something. I've been drawing a lot of sharks.
Perfect.
Sharkany.
All Nosferatus in Baltimore by night look like sharks.
Headcanon accepted.
all right, yeah. So thank you for joining us. Check out our stuff. It's all good. So hopefully, we have something special for the 50th, and then Halloween. Woo! So yeah, thank you for joining us, and hope you all had a bloody good time.
Bye.